Tell me, what are the differences in the types of education, the different types of schools available, and why should, which one do you suggest?
Well, you know the one we suggest e-correspondence. And the difference is you have a classroom, you got correspondence, regular normal correspondence, traditional correspondence where you buy the books, and then you have online. And I'm familiar with all three methods because I offered all three methods at one time. And if somebody changes, develops a better system, we're going with that system. Right now, the very best system that exists in the whole state is e-correspondence. And the best e-correspondence courses available in the best format is through Texas Real Estate University, okay? What they've done, Texas Real Estate University, in conjunction with Lamar Institute of Technology, we represent them, or Texas Real Estate University represents Lamar Institute of Technology, their courses, okay? They've developed a format that is a copyrighted format. The software is copyrighted. Nobody else can copy it. And then they got approved by the Texas Real Estate Commission to offer it as an approved course. Now, there may be somebody that could come up with an e-correspondence course that's very similar, beat the copyright laws. I don't know. I'm not an attorney. But let's say they did. Then they turn it over to the Texas Real Estate Commission and say, hey, what about this? We've got a finance course, and here it is. Well, here's what they're going to say. They say, we've already got a format like that. Go back to the drawing board and do something else. Well, what happens is you sit in a classroom, you're going to be there minimum 210 hours, probably 300 hours for 210 credit. If you sit in front of a computer for an online course, it's going to be timed, and you're also going to have a problem with that because you're not going to get through in 210 hours. Remember, that's the minimum that you have to be there, okay? Not the maximum. Now, I've seen people be online for 40 hours on a 15-hour course. It's a nightmare, okay? Pop-ups. You may take the course and not make a 70 the first time on the final and have to redo the whole course again. You may miss one question and have to listen to a 12 to 15-minute tutorial. All of the other formats are lengthy, okay? There are no formats that allow the students to extract the information they need and study just that information like Texas Real Estate University and Lamar University has, okay? Lamar Institute of Technology. So, you got your classroom, you're going to be there 300 hours. You're going to listen to somebody, instructor that's licensed to teach but not licensed to sell real estate. Somebody's never done it before, 56% of them. And you'll spend the rest of your life there trying to learn the material and having to study 1,100-page book, whatever. And then 3 months later, go try to remember all that and take the state exam. It doesn't work, okay? That's 20th century, 19th century stuff. You got online that's timed just like the classroom, except you got nobody helping you. You got no interaction. It is much worse, okay? Then you got the regular traditional correspondence where you buy the books and read through the books and make notes and do all that kind of stuff. That's the old hat, okay? The method that works is e-correspondence. The e-correspondence course that is by far the best, the one that's written by and offered through Lamar Institute of Technology, of which Texas Real Estate University is a reseller. So that is the only course in my mind to take, okay? And the way it's structured is when we tell people you can take this course in 48 hours or less, which 51% of our students do, we're not meaning they sit down there for 48 hours straight necessarily. What we're saying is when they sit down, they're timed by our server, or by Texas Real Estate University server, they're timed, and so we can tell how long it took them. 51% finished 210 hours in 48 hours less. What they do, they come back, they take a break, they come back, but they've got less than 48 hours on the computer. Now, that does not qualify to pass the state exam. All that does is get rid of the courses. Their steps are simple. They spend 48 hours or less on the computer, taking all the quizzes. They download, they save them in a doc file. They come back and they study them later on after they've sent in all their certificates, so the state can be setting them up to go take their state exam. So here's the steps. They spend 48 hours or less getting all the quizzes done, printing the certificates, sending them into the Texas Real Estate Commission to set them up to go take the state exam. During that 2 or 3 weeks, they go back to those questions and answer with the correct answer, and they study the questions and answers. And they memorize the questions and answers, and that's how they learn. And they extract the material that they're going to be tested on. 95% of what they're going to learn to pass the state exam they're not going to use. So we can't guarantee that the 5% they're going to learn is what they're going to use. We can't do that, but we can focus on what they're going to be tested on, and that's what we've done. So we focus all our energy and all the students' time and energy on memorizing the questions that are going to be on the state exam. And that's why we have a high pass rate. It works like a charm. As far as we have always been the fastest, the easiest, the least painful. Now, with our scholarship program, we're probably the most economical. And that's somebody wanting to enroll right there. Calling up. Go ahead and answer that phone.
Texas State University Enrollment Department.